Hi, my little friends. I guys getting ready for bed tonight. Well, I do have another story for you. This is a good story from Jesus, and it's also a good lesson. This is called the Lord's Supper. It was nearly time for the Passover feast. The kind man had set aside a room for the disciples to prepare for it. That night, when they were eating, Jesus wrapped a towel around his waist, filled a basin with water, and then, kneeling on the floor, began to wash and dry the disciples' feet, like a servant. The disciples were speechless, but when he knelt before Simon Peter, the disciple protested, "Lord, you shouldn't wash my feet." Jesus replied gently, "You don't understand what I am doing, but later it will be clear to you." Jesus had washed their feet like a servant, so they could learn to do the same for others, for one another. Jesus knew he would soon have to leave his friends, and he was very sad. "Soon one of you will betray me," he said. The disciples looked at one another and shocked. When Judas Iscariot left the room soon after, they didn't realize that he was the traitor, or that he had gone to tell Jesus' enemies where to find him. That same night, in exchange for 30 silver coins, Jesus handed around bread to represent his body and wine to represent his blood, before telling them he would soon leave them. Simon Peter cried out, "But Lord, why can't I follow you? I will gladly lay down my life for you." "Would you, my friend?" asked Jesus gently. You will disown me 3 times before the rooster crows." Peter was horrified. He didn't believe that could ever happen. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that story tonight, and I hope that you guys learned something very awesome in that story, because we did do the same thing. When we serve others, we are having a good example by Jesus. Before we go, we do have a good and awesome prayer to do together. This is a good one from his mother. Jesus' mother has did this before he came to the earth. The Mary verse of tonight is, Mary said, "My soul praise the Lord." Luke 1:46. Praising God is an important part of prayer. Mary praised God when she learned she was going to be a mother of God's Son. After the angel Gabriel left Mary, she brought about the good news he had told her. God has chosen you from all the women in the world," the angel had said. You will have a baby boy. He will be the Son of God. You will call him the name Jesus. He will be great." Mary was happy. She wanted to share her good news with her cousin Elizabeth. Mary hurried to Elizabeth's house. How glad the women were to see each other, and then shared the good news. I'm glad you have come to visit me," Elizabeth told Mary. I am happy that the mother of God's Son has come to my house." Mary was happy too. She was so happy that she praised God with a beautiful song. My heart is full of praise for God, Mary sang. He has made me happy. God has remembered me even though I was not important from until now until the end of time. All the people will call me blessed because God has done wonderful things for me. God is good and He loves us all. Before we go, we do have an awesome prayer to do together. Dear God, we are so happy you loved us. Thank you for all the wonderful things you have given us. But most of all, thank you for sending your Son, Jesus. Amen. Bye. Hope you have sweet dreams.